Ultramolds at ultramolds.com. So second video in the putting the shooting star together is putting our block, which is each of the front ports and the center laminate block on. Before we start, just a couple of things you'll also need, which is there'll be a bag with the 2 O-rings that you need that seat into the O-ring slots and the 6 1032 screws that come out of the white box here. First thing you've got to do is take your O-rings out, and then because we have to turn this upside down, you just need a spot of copper slip to hold them in place. You can use Vaseline, anything you want. I just have gallons of copper slip, so I use gallons of copper slip. And if you come in, you can see it's just a wee bit of copper slip on, and then you're just putting it into the groove, one on each side, and then it just holds it into place. The other thing, actually, before we put it on, if we come round to the side, there's on each pot there's 1 slot. That's when we put it together, that's where your temperature probe goes in, and then you tighten this plate down. So they both stay on the outside edge. So that one's on the outside, that side is blank, and it's on this side. Okay? So, and if you need to replace these are 1032 1 3/4 inch. Just going to take your block and line it up over these 3 holes. I just do it easy way, run it through and tighten it a wee bit. And then I go straight over to the other side, just double check my O-ring is in. And slip on that side. Always just hand tighten and give yourself a little bit of slack, because you're going to have to wiggle these backwards and forwards to find the other holes. And then you're just looking through, locate your hole, hand tight, hand tight. Obviously as well, when you're doing this, you'll put some copper slip on here, as you said earlier, but as I'm going to strip this back down afterwards, you don't need to. So they're in. And we're just going to tighten them down. It's a long thread on here to make sure they get tight. And then when you come down, don't go all crazy on it. Make sure the key is firmly in, and then just tighten it down. The O-ring will form the seal against the pot and the base. So you're just tightening it down. There's no torque settings on this or anything. And then we just repeat on this side. Again, pinch it down. And that is the first part done. So 6 screws that come out of the white bag, a little bit of copper slip, 2 O-rings that are in the same wrapped up package as your center block. And then a little bit of copper slip, hold the O-ring in place. Make sure your temperature probes are both facing to the outside, and then gently put in 2, and then you can fill in the other 3, just loose as a guide, and then tighten down. Pinch tight. I always recommend using this style of Allen key when you're tightening, because you can make sure you've got a clear, flat line on it. Be very careful that you don't strip these. If you've stripped them out, as I said, it's a 1032 thread, 1 3/4 inches long. Then in the next video, we'll put the legs on, turn it over, and we'll start to put the motors together. Okay, see you next time.